So today we are going to start a new chapter of class 11th mathematics, that is relations and functions. Okay, this is a very important chapter, and regarding this chapter is mostly related to all the other chapters like differentiation, integration, trigonometry. Okay, in most of the cases you will find the use of these relations and functions. So this is a very important chapter. Okay, so before start to this chapter, I am going to tell you that first of all, before proceeding to this chapter, we have to know about these two things. The first one is Cartesian product of sets, and the second one is ordered pairs. So first of all, we are going to describe what is ordered pair. So ordered pair is nothing else. Suppose this one x-axis and this is y-axis. Okay. So suppose here 1, 2, 3, and suppose 1, 2, 3. So here 2 and 3. So this point, suppose P point, the coordinate of P is 2, 2. So this is a ordered pair. This is a ordered pair where the first element belongs to x-axis and the second element belongs to y-axis. So if we can this point, suppose this point. So this the coordinate of this is 1, 2, right? The coordinate of this and this is 1, 3, right? So this is ordered pair. Ordered pair means in order, proper order. The first element belongs to first horizontal line, and the second element belongs to second vertical line. Okay, so that is ordered pair. So hope all of you have understood what is ordered pair. Okay, so now we come to Cartesian product of two sets. So let us take a set. The set name as A is that has two elements or three elements, 1, 2, 3. Okay, and B set has two elements, that is A and B. So whenever we are trying to form some ordered pair with A to B, then we can write this can be possible, 1B is also possible. Okay, similarly 2A is possible, 2B is possible, right? Then 3A is possible, and 3B is also possible. If we try to find out a set of ordered pair or a relation A to B, we can form a relation like this. So in the ordered pair, all the elements, first elements, this one is elements of all the elements of ordered pair. First element of ordered pair belongs to set A. First element belongs to set A, and the second element belongs to set B. So these are called as Cartesian product. Okay. So now we are going to define what is Cartesian product, and it is also represented as A cross B. Okay, it is Cartesian product which is represented as A cross B. So A cross B is, we have to form the relation 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3. So this set is Cartesian product of these two sets. So what is the mathematical definition of Cartesian product? Okay, I am going to derive this one. Here the definition of Cartesian product, that is given two non-empty set A and B. Here two non-empty set. What do you mean by non-empty set? In set chapter we have already discussed this one. So there is some elements in that set. That set is called non-empty set. So given two non-empty set A and B, the Cartesian product of A and B is the set of all ordered pair of elements from A and B. That is mathematically A cross B is equal to, suppose P and Q are the elements where P belongs to the first set and Q belongs to the second set. Okay, so this is the proper definition of Cartesian product. Right, suppose I am giving another example. Suppose A set is 7, 4, B set is 5, 3. So how many ordered pairs we can create? A cross B is equal to 7, 5. Then 7, 7, 3, right? And 4, 5 and 4, 3. Where all the first element belongs to first set, and where all the second element is belong to the second set in every order pair. Okay, so this is Cartesian product of sets. So I am going to erase this one because there is no space, and we are going to discuss the properties of Cartesian product. So properties of Cartesian product of sets, that is if either A or B is empty set, then A cross B is also an empty empty set. Okay, the second is if either A or B is infinite. If it means either in A set or B set, infinite number of elements are there, and A cross B is also infinite. Okay. Here look at here this example. Here in A how many terms are there? 3 terms. Here 2 terms. So these are two finite sets. So we have got finite number of ordered pair here. Okay. But if A is 1, 2, 3, 4 up to n, suppose, and B is AB. So this is infinite set. This is finite set. Then the product, Cartesian product, is also infinite set. The two equal ordered pair x y is equal to 5y. Suppose this thing is given. Then x is equal to directly 5 and y is equal to 6. Okay. Now this one is very important. Number of elements in the first set is p, and number of elements in the second set is q. Then number of elements in A cross B is p into q. Look at this example. In this set, the number of elements in A is 3, and here the number of elements in B is 2. So what is the number of elements in A cross B? Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 into 3 how much? 3 into 2 how much? 6. Okay, this is very important. And the last one is A cross 5 is always 5. This is also important property. Another thing is there ordered triplet. Ordered triplet. Okay. So here these are the ordered doublets. A double things. Two elements are there in each ordered pair. 2 elements are there. So it is doublet. So ordered triplets means in ordered pair there are 3 elements. In every ordered pair 3 elements are there. Suppose A set is 1, 2, 3. Okay, A set is 1, 2, 3. Or A cross A. We have to find. So in every ordered pair there are 3 elements must be there. They are called that is called as ordered triplet. Okay, so this is all about Cartesian product of two sets. And on the basis of these things, exercise first exercise is given. So you have to do that one. Any doubts you can write in the comment section. Okay. So now we come to our second stage. That is we are going to read about relations. Here I have written the set A. That is there are 3 elements are there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and this is in set B. Also 3 elements are there. That is 4, 5, 6. So we have created some ordered pairs, all the ordered pairs that we have created here. 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 3, 4, 3, 5, and 3, 6. So what is relation? That things we are going to learn. Okay, in the universe, all the elements, all the human beings, all have some relation with someone. Husband-wife relation, boyfriend-girlfriend relation. Okay, teacher-student relation. Then mother-son relation, father-son relation, friends relation with friends, relation with relatives, cousins. So similarly here the set elements of set A is has created a relation with elements of set B. Suppose here I am going to write the relation first relation, that is relation 1, and relation 1 such that I am relation is represented like this. Relation A to B such that R1 is a relation in which xy such that y is equal to x, y is greater than x. I have created, and all x belongs to A and y belongs to B. This is a relation I have given. So we have to write the ordered pair from this ordered pair where y is greater than x, and x is always the first element, set of first element, and y is element of second set. Okay, that is, so I am going to write. So look, y is greater than 1, sorry, y is greater than x, y is greater than x. 1, 4, 1, 5, 1, 6. This is, we have got 2, 4, 2, 5, and this is 2, 6. Similarly 3, 4, 3, 5, and 3, 6. Okay. So this relation we have got. Now I am going to write another relation R2. That is from A to B, in which said that R2 is a relation xy such that y is equal to x plus 3, where all x belongs to, for all x belongs to A and y belongs to B. Okay, this is relation. Now we are going to write this one, that is y is equal to x plus 3. Put x as 1, so y is equal to 4. Put x as 2, y is equal to 5. Put x as 3, y is equal to 6. If I put x equal to 4, can I put? Because no, I can't put, because in first set only 3 elements are there, and that is up to 3. So you have to put up to 3. We have got this relation. Now I am going to write another relation, that is R3, such that A to B, in which the condition is given that xy such that x is greater than y for all x belongs to A and y belongs to B. So here we have to find x is greater than y. Here no. So R2 is equal to, so R3 is equal to 5. Okay, so this is the relation we have got. This one is also a relation we have got, and this one is also a relation we have got. Now, can you tell me? Look at all the relations. Can I say that this R1, relation R1 is subset of A cross B, because all the elements of R1 is in A cross B. Okay. Similarly, R2 is also relation of A cross B. R3 is also a relation of A cross B. Okay. So we have found that whenever we are creating a relation, then that relations are the subset of that Cartesian product. Okay, R1 is a relation which is a subset of the Cartesian product of A and B. R2 is also same, R3 is also same. So now we are going to define relation in mathematical terms. Okay, so write this one. So now we are going to define what is relation in terms of mathematically. A relation R from non-empty set A to non-empty set B is a subset of A cross B. So as I have shown you just before this, we have a set A, we have a set B, and what is the A cross B we have got, and we have defined some relations, that is R1 from R2, that is where x is greater than y, and R2 is y is equal to x plus 3, and R3 y is greater than x. Sorry, this one is x is greater than y, and this is y is greater than x. So here we have got 3 relations. Okay, so what is here the definition is telling that a relation R from non-empty set A to non-empty set B is a subset of the Cartesian product. So here whatever the relation we have got, all are subset of the Cartesian product. I have written subset of A cross B. R2 is also subset of A cross B, and R3 is also subset of A cross B. We have got this one now. So here the thing is telling that. And the subset is derived by the described relationship between the first element and the second element of the ordered pair in A cross B. This relation describe this one, this and this. Okay, so this is the definition of our relation. Okay, so now we are going to also discuss some terms, important terms like image. What is image? Pre-image, okay, then domain, range, codomain. Okay, these things we are going to discuss. Okay, so first before that, pause the video to note it down. I have written the second relation. Here we have already created. It is 1, 4, 2, 5 and 3, 6. So what is the definition of image? The second element. In every relation, the second element is called as the image of the first element. So here 4, 5 and 6 are the image of 1, 2 and 3 respectively. So this is image. This is also image. This is also image. So similarly, what is pre-image? The first element. In every relation, the first element element is, the first element is called pre-image of second element. Okay, so second element is always called the image of the first element, and the first element is always called the pre-image of the second element. Okay, so this is a very easy concept. So here also the domain and range. What is domain? Set of first element of all ordered pair are called as domain. Okay, so look at the relation 2, that is 1 4, 1 2 5 and 3 6. So set of first element, this and this. So what is the domain of this relation? R2 domain is equal to, here domain we can write 1, 2 and 3. Okay. So similarly, range is the second element. Set of second elements of all ordered pair are called as range. So what is the range of this? Range equal to, we can write 4, 5, 6. Okay, can you tell me what is domain of this relation? Domain is also 5 and range is also 5. Okay, one thing I will tell you that, look at here, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 range are the image. Range are the image, no? Second elements are the image of the first element. So we can write like this: set of image is range, okay, and set of pre-image is domain. Right? We can conclude that one also. So it is very easy concept. Set of first element of every ordered pair. Whatever the sets they are making, they are domain. Whatever the set they are second elements they are making group, that group is called as range. Okay, and range is the set of image and domain is the set of pre-image. Right? Okay, so look, codomain. Codomain is a subset or equal to always range. Okay, in the set, the second set, whatever the elements are given, in first set, can make a relation with that all the elements of that set. Okay, so that is, there is a possibility. That's why codomain is always equal to range or a subset of range. Okay, and look at this one. Total number of relations. Suppose number of elements inside A is P and number of elements inside B is Q. Okay, this is given. So total number of relations is equal to 2 to the power P into Q. Okay, this formula. What is the total number of relation? It is 2 to the power P into Q. Okay. So here the number of elements is that example we can take. Number of elements in A is equal to 3. Number of elements in B is equal to how many? 3. So first of all A cross B, that is number 3 into 3. 3 are 9. The total number of relation, that is 2 to the power 9. Okay, you will calculate this one and get the value. So this is all about relation. Okay, so in the next video we will do some question from the exercise and also we are going to read about the function. So note this one and do a question from the book. Okay.